Kumar. The name is synonymous with humor, wit and laughter. An interview I was really looking forward to. We all have seen his shows. Singapore's very own product, stand-up comedian and a gorgeous drag queen Kumar will soon be a part of the SIFA, that is the Singapore International Festival of Arts, with Kumar's Living Together. Of course, Let'sThinkAloud.com spoke to Kumar exclusively and it was obviously a riot. Tons of fun, but we managed a quick podcast for you. Hi Kumar.
Hi, Mani.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Thank you so much for joining me this afternoon on Let's Think Aloud.
Oh, no problem. Thank you so much for having me.
Brilliant. So, comedy scene in Singapore, you're synonymous with that. Its evolution in the last 2 decades. You've been witness to that. Tell us about it.
I think it's great because I think I'm one of those very blessed ones to get to do what I would love to do. And I used to dress up secretly wearing my mother's sari when I was young. So a hobby became a career, and it's been really great. I think I've achieved a lot of blessings and making people laugh, and it's so nice to see people laugh, especially at this time in age.
I know, and it's so nice to kind of hear you talking a little bit seriously for a change.
Because on stage I'm a totally different person. I think I have a split personality.
So tell us about your act, Kumar's Living Together, that you're doing for the SIFA. You're putting it together.
Yes, because I want to do something for the Heartlanders for the longest time, because they find it it's not them to go to the Esplanade or to go to theatre and watch humor.
Right.
And a lot of them don't go to bars. So I thought this would be a great opportunity to bring humor to them, because I like to be the pioneer of things. So I started comedy in Singapore, and now I want to start this whole new revolution about bringing humor to the Heartlanders, where they are the core Singaporeans, and they need to laugh a lot more than anybody else.
Yeah, in fact, I've heard this in a lot of your shows where you urge people, of course, it's through your own comic way, that you want people to laugh, you want people to have fun. Why do you think that people are getting so serious here in Singapore?
Because people are so busy providing, and the kind of stress, work stress, family stress, whatever stress they have, it just got more and more and more. And it's because I moved to a government flat, HDB now, and I see more sadness when people come back from work. I don't see, most of them are not happy, or they're just so tired, Get a bit of laughter, be a bit more friendly to your neighbors, stop hating the foreigners so much. Because they're not going to leave, right? And I think they need to chill. They need to take one step back and look at their lives, because they've lost their souls. They have become robots. And before it gets worse, I want them to realize that this is what's happening through humor.
Brilliant. So Kumar's Living Together, of course, you're doing this piece not with you alone, but a couple of other comedians, very good comedians in their own right as well. Do you want to tell us about the other team members of the performance, and how did you all come together?
Okay, because I came to this and I went to choose the actors, because I needed the Indian, Malay, Chinese. So I'm trying to use mostly a woman. And I'm trying to have the Chinese talking about retiring in Singapore, how difficult it is. And for the Indian to be talking about, that's why the age group is very far. So the Indian is a young Indian girl who believes in I need to have the 5 C's. I need to have my Balenciaga bag. I need to have my she's pressurizing herself, the kind of pressure. Right. And because she's in a blue collar job and she doesn't want to, she lives in a HDB, but that's not what she is, Right. And she wouldn't give birth, because she's got hourglass figure. It's either you're going to hate her or you're going to love her. Okay. And then the Malay lady, she's stuck between her daughter and her mother, because the mother thinks that why is the daughter not wearing a turban, religion-wise. It's all the struggle that they're going through. At the end, actually, everybody at the end is not going to end negative. Everybody's going to be positive about it. We're going to end positive. Like, the Malay lady is going to say, okay, now we cannot have, when you have children, you cannot be a parent. You have to be a friend. Then the foreigner is going to talk about how he is in Singapore and he wants to be a Singaporean. So he's done his homework. So we're going to talk about he's been to the zoo, he's been there, so he exactly he knows English, he knows this, so. And
you're not performing this at any specific venue, but you all have very interesting unconventional venues for this piece.
Yes, we are going to the HDBs and we are going to perform in 4 different estates. It's a mobile show. We are building stage, then we bring it down, then we bring it to the next location, we build it again, then we bring it down.
Oh, fabulous. You know, a lot of female comedians are coming up in Singapore. What, according to you, can be done to support this kind of local talent and put them on a global platform now that we have so many female comedians on the comedy scene?
I really salute to their courage, because for men, it's very hard to see a woman stand there and talk. You know, it's still women and men having the struggle. But because women are taking over the world, right? If a man doing stand-up comedy or a woman doing stand-up comedy, they have a lot of problems, because a woman cannot just keep talking bad about men.
Yeah.
And then the man doing stand-up comedy, he cannot keep talking bad about women, because people are going like, hey, you were MCP, male chauvinist, speak, and then you're a feminist, you know. So for me, I'm very lucky, because I'm well balanced bit of both. They're not there to make fun of you or what. They just try to make fun of things, you know, our relationship. So whether man or woman, the relationships is about the same. It's just different point of view.
What do comedians around need to know? Because we've seen your shows, and you know, you normally put your point across in a way that most of us do not get offended. I mean, I'm sure there are tons of them who do get offended, but
yes. I think for these comedians, they must understand that this is, if you want to be a stand-up comedian, you need to know the cost, why you're doing it. If it's you're doing it for the money, then I think it's not a good thing. There has to be a reason, and don't just go on and out of 50 minutes, 10 minutes, you're just speaking vulgarity. So I don't condone that kind of humor.
Right. And how do you think is the best way to warm up an audience before a comedy performance?
Maybe have a couple of drinks.
I'm sure.
Because they need to leave, before they come into the room, they need to leave their problems and their inhibitions outside the room and come in with the open mind.
Right.
The minute you come in with a defensive mind, then you are not going to enjoy it at all.
Fabulous. Very well put for everyone listening who probably in some way gets offended on very little things when it comes to comedy acts. It is a comedy act. It is a comic act, and not to be offended with.
So I just want to add, this time and age, if they get offended over the small things, then they are not ready to even step out of their house.
Why should people attend Kumar's Living Together? One reason.
One reason is you will leave the room feeling that, oh my God, I should be nicer to my neighbors. I should be nicer to my mother. I should be nicer to my father. I should be nicer to everybody. Everybody just should be a bit more nicer. That's all.
Gosh, then everybody please go and attend this, because we need tons of this in Singapore.
And it's free.
I know, that's fabulous. So we have this very fun, quick segment with you, which is called the Quick Pause segment. You're a master at this, not me, but I'm just putting this up. If not a comedian, Kumar would be what?
A classical dancer.
Wow, really?
I was trained Indian classical dance, Bharatanatyam, or I'll be in the service industry.
Fabulous. Kumar is serious when?
When I look into the mirror and I get a shock of my life.
Okay, how does Kumar react to a compliment when he's looking his gorgeous best?
Oh, I blush. I mean, I'm Indian, you might not be able to see, but I really blush, because I cannot handle compliments well.
What's the best compliment or the pickup line that you've received?
Okay, I had a compliment last week. This lady was in a wheelchair. And she said, I've been watching your videos, and she said, you make me go to sleep and you make me want to wake up because I want to see your videos. And she said, if you ever stop doing this, I will kill you.
Wow. Okay, in your free time, we would catch you doing what?
In my free time, you catch me picking my nose? No. What I do is, I like to cook. So I usually cook a lot.
Right. Expats and locals in Singapore, what do you want to say to them?
Take a chill pill.
I know, very strongly. I mean, I'm sure you want to say it more strongly than you did now. Okay. Thinking aloud to you is? Thinking aloud
to me is, because a lot of Singaporeans are now talking to themselves. So I think they are thinking aloud now.
I love this. To your fans and listeners in Singapore, outside of Singapore, all of them, a message.
I'm here for you. I am your mouth. So I'm going to be talking what you are thinking.
Thank you so much, Kumar. Lovely talking to you, and we are definitely going to be there for Kumar's Living Together, and look forward to seeing tons of you in Singapore.
Thank you so much.